So the other day I was at a barbecue with my wife. We were having some friends over, and a guy just out of the blue said, well, you know, Shane, in about 5 years, I want you to help me out to buy a house. And of course, my immediate, because I can't turn this off, why 5 years? Well, you know, 2 years ago, I just had a foreclosure. Oh, okay. And it stays on your credit report for 7 years, so I can't buy a house for another 5 years. That's not the case. And one of the reasons I bring up this story is I want you to find misconceptions in your business. And this is one. People think because they had a foreclosure or they had a short sale on their credit, and because it stays on there for 7 years, you can't afford to buy a house. The bankers won't let you. Now, a lot of people are shocked when they find out that I have personally had a foreclosure. I've personally had a short sale. If you know anything about me, you know that I owned a mortgage company when mortgages died. Meaning in 2007, my main income was from mortgages. It died. I couldn't afford the house I was living in, so I had a foreclosure. Just a couple of years ago, I bought another house. It takes time. It's not instantaneous, but it's darn sure not 7 years. So in your business, find a misconception, expose it, and I guarantee you, you'll find some hidden potential and probably some hidden sales. So I explained it to him, and I told him we've helped hundreds of people work through this, that he doesn't have to wait 5 years, and we decided we'd catch up for breakfast the next morning and talk about the program. So I took another sip of my drink, and it wasn't water at the time. And Christy asked me how the market is. So Shane, how's the market? Let me explain. When you ask a seasoned professional how the market is, that's like asking a chef how food is. You can't just say, how's food? That makes no sense. So I said, I don't know. And of course, that always gives a bunch of people a look. What? You don't know? You're the professional. I don't know. Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you leasing? Is it commercial? Is it residential? What is it? How's food? Oh, well, yeah, no, I'm buying and it's residential. Great. So now we've narrowed it down to how's edible food. I haven't got to the point where I need to get you to yet. And I'll kind of give you the example. A lot of times I tell my clients I have different sets of glasses that I wear for the different buyers. The first buyer, Christy, who had asked the question, she was the one that said, how's the market? I knew what she meant. She was looking for a home. She wanted a place to live. That's one set of sunglasses. Now, how am I looking at their house? Well, I'm going to look at, is the kitchen big enough for her? Is it to her personal likings? Does it have a man cave? Because I know her husband wants a man cave. It better have 4 bedrooms because they have 3 kids. That's a different set of sunglasses. We were looking at the aesthetics of the property and is it going to fit their needs personally? Now let's take those off because Quint was in the circle and Quint and I have done a couple of deals together and that was an investor set of glasses. Now an investor set of glasses actually has 2 aspects to it. One could be for cash flow, which is investing truly in real estate, meaning I buy a property, it rents out for enough to cover the cash every month. So my outgo is covered, and I put money in my pocket every month. That's investing for cash flow. We've all heard of the other one, which is called trading. We've seen the shows, flip this house, flip this Camaro, whatever we're flipping. That's to find a product, put some money in it, sell it for a profit. That's a trade. That's a real estate trade. That's not really investing. And I'm going to kind of shock you here a little bit because every time I talk about investing, people go, well, what about appreciation? Appreciation in real estate is a bonus. Wait, what? Yeah, appreciation in real estate is a bonus. If you invest in real estate for the cash flow only and you get some appreciation, great. But what happened in the crash? Everybody was investing for appreciation only. I don't care if I lose $200 a month, and they wound up losing the house because it depreciated. So that's the investor sunglasses that I have. You know, there's a third, believe it or not, and it's kind of a hybrid. It's what we call the vacation buyers. These are the folks that have a little bit of money. They want a vacation home, but they want tenants to rent it out when they're not using it to pay for it. Now let me caution, remember appreciation is a bonus. So if you're an investor as a vacation buyer, it's a bonus. Don't just do it for appreciation only. Does that make sense? So that's a different set of sunglasses though, because I'm not looking at it the cash flow only, and I'm not looking over here where is the tub big enough? I've kind of got one lens on each. And it depends on the marriage, which one's a little stronger, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying to get to for you guys is you need to find out details more about what your client's looking for. How's the market? How's food? It's obviously pretty good for me, but we need to talk a little bit more about detail. Find the sunglasses. Now, if anybody wants to talk about real estate, I'll be in the back of the room. I've got all the sunglasses. I own Ray-Bans left and right because I know what we're looking for. But I want you to go away from today thinking about what type of sunglasses can I come up with to better help my client. Thank y'all for having me.